Hello guys, and welcome to a new Sea Power video today by me, Vulcan. In this one we're moving on to Mission 2 of the Calculus of Conflict campaign. This is the official Sea Power campaign released by the developers. We have ourselves Operation Revenge today. Let's see how we get on. Okay, let's read the situation. Yesterday, a United States spy ship was aggressively patrolling in our territorial waters, attempting to monitor our operations. We had dispatched a surface action group to shadow the Americans and ensure they did not interfere. During the course of protecting our interests, when the Americans failed to leave our territorial waters, an overly aggressive commander seized the USNS Cape Girardeau, and US crewmen were killed, along with Soviet comrades. NATO submarines operating the area hastily responded, sinking our warships and killing our comrades. While there are concerns about escalation and the potential for nuclear war, USSR men and ships lay at the bottom of the ocean, and their death cannot go unanswered. The Kremlin has ordered you to locate a US task force en route from Attu Island to Japan and sink it. So our mission is to locate the US task force traveling from Attu to Japan and target and neutralize the US surface forces. Execution, MCOM policy at my discretion. Air assets are en route to support the mission, protect own forces to the fullest extent possible. The enemy OOB, one Ley class cruiser, one Spruance class cruiser, one Belknap class cruiser, and one Oliver Hazard Perry class frigate. Our friendly OOB, we have the Stoichi EM679, the Osmo Tritelny EM672, a Slava class. We've got the Admiral Isachenkov, one Tu-95 Reconnaissance, two Tu-22s or Tupolev 22 M2 bombers, and there's also the K-175. Alright, we'll get to knowing what exactly those are as we jump on in, as I'm not familiar with the names. So anticipate catching the US forces unaware, do not expect enemy air. Anticipate US task forces operating on a southwesterly course towards Japan. Alright, good information. Let's go. So, we have the Stoichi. This is a Sovereign class. Okay, let's just read the message quick. Operation Revenge. Yesterday, NATO forces attacked our warships in our territorial seas. Command has ordered Task Force Vostok to get underway from Petropavlovsk immediately to seek out and destroy a known American surface group transmitting from Attu to Japan. Friendly air from Kamchatka Air Base is scrambling to get airborne now, with Tupolev 95 RT Recon aircraft overhead shortly and a flight of Tupolev 22M bombers behind them. The US task force is superior in strength. Utilize Task Force Vostok and the air assets to neutralize the enemy threat. At least one of your ships must survive. We'll probably try and do a bit better than that. Alright, we got a Sovereign class, we got a Slava class, we got a Cresta 2 class, and that is a second Sovereign. Okay, cool. We also have the K-175, which is an Echo 2 class. This actually does have some standoff missiles with 242 nautical mile range. Interesting. Alright, well, first things first, we probably want to get some eyes in the sky. We do have helicopters, I believe. So let's go ahead and launch our KA-27. We'll probably launch two. Get a KH-25 up as well. Launch both of those. And then we can just kind of split them in order to get good information. We're waiting on our aircraft, I presume. Let's make this a little bit bigger. Okay, let's work on our weapons. So the Slava has access to 16 sandbox missiles with 300 nautical mile range. We also have Silexes with 27 nautical miles. Hopefully we don't have to use those. There's also goblets. We have 8 Sunburns, which have 48 nautical mile range on the 2 Sovereigns. Okay. So those are sort of last ditch effort, because we don't want to get that close if we can help it. Otherwise we're going to end up in like harpoon range. It's going to be pretty nasty. At least at this range, I don't know how far we are. We should probably check how far we are. Let's see, ruler. So we're roughly anywhere between 100 and 240 nautical miles. In the middle would be 170. So we're quite far away. Submarine is actually pretty close. Because if that's using the long-range Shaddocks, yeah, that could be further away. It's only like between 100 and 180 from enemy forces. Yeah, that's kind of rough. Okay, anyway, helicopters are up and about. Let's get them underway. So we'll head one in this direction. We'll head them up to like... let's go 6,000 feet, and we won't pop on the radar just yet. This one can head in this direction. And again, head up to 6,000 feet. Actually, we'll stay at like 3,000 for now, because the higher we get, the slower we go. So we'll give them some time to get some distance. Alright, whilst we wait for our other aircraft to arrive. Let's just speed things up. Okay, recon flight on station, ready for search pattern. Let's just head you in this direction, bang on your radars. There's no enemy aircraft, so we should be well out of range of the enemy fleet from firing at these. Yeah, we're like 300 nautical miles away. How high are we? 30,000? It's fine. Cool. We'll just speed things up a little bit more. We've identified this as a neutral merchant. Time to turn the radar on. Surface search radar on Ka-27. Pop them up to 6,000 feet now. We'll try and close range a little bit. We could probably speed up a little bit as well. We're currently going ahead 2/3. We'll go ahead standard. What sort of range are we working with here? Actually, all of the missiles should be in range regardless, right? Yeah, so that doesn't matter. The only range that matters secondary to that is the range of the Sunburns, which is 48 nautical miles. We could also put a ring for the range of the Harpoons, which I think is about 60. So this would be, what, 48. So that's the range of our secondary missiles. Just gonna get that out of the way. So information, we know that there's a Belknap, so this could be it. Probably the more modern one, 80 nautical mile range on the standard 2. Harpoons are 65, yeah. So as long as we're not in harpoon range, I think we're okay. Let me just pop another one. The harpoon range would be 65. And now we're just going to identify all the targets. I can probably turn on the radar here now. Bombers on station. Alright, our Tupolev 22s have arrived. We know that the Standard 2 has 80 nautical mile range, so we'll draw a circle around the fleet, 80 nautical miles. Make sure we don't send the helicopters into that range. We can go here, and we can go here. Perfect. But also want to make sure our Tupolev 35 does not move into that range. Okay, so these have kitchens with 250 nautical mile range. How fast are the kitchens? They are 2,160 knots. You, sir, need to return to formation. I must have given him an order back some. Alright, let's check the speed on these. So these are 1,300 knots. So at the same, if we want to time attack this, we want to be basically twice as far away. Let me just draw a line straight into this. So that's 164. We can fire the other ones at 250. We're going to assume that this is the enemy fleet. I just want to get more information. Starting to look like a real naval commander with all these lines on the chart. How fast are these? 675 knots. So we're going to want to fire these Chaddocks first. And how much range are we looking at here? 100 nautical miles. Okay, so I think we wait till the missiles here reach roughly 2/3 of the way, then we fire these, and then we fire these. We only have what looks like 3 contacts. I imagine this is probably in formation. It's hard to tell at the moment, we need to speed things up a bit. We'll keep the Tupolev 22s at like 250 out. You can turn on their radars as well, they might be able to help identify. Okay, so we have 4 ships in a line. We do not know what they are specifically, but that is likely the entire enemy fleet. So what we can do now is we can surface once the Tupolev 22 gets maybe like 300 nautical miles away. What is actually spotting these? Because we need to make sure they maintain ice. So that's this Tupolev 95, Tupolev 95, Tupolev 95. Okay, so the Tupolev 95 is spotting everything, which is good, because it means we're going to keep track on all of them. As long as we don't go within the circle, it should not get shot down. We'll go max speed. Get those wings back towards the Tupolev. Hold its wings. There we go. Very cool. I'm just going to try and like time attack this. trying to work out the distance at which I should be launched. I mean, obviously, if we launch this at max range, how early do I need to launch these? Maybe like a quarter of the way. These need to be reached like a third, these need to reach like a quarter, then these need to fire. See if we can make it work. Bumped into an airliner. Surprised that we didn't see that, and we still can't see it actually. Still seeing the different helicopters in action. Alright, we're heading close to range now. It may be worth me thinking about surfacing. It's going to take a little while. Change our heading. Surface. Maybe we stay at periscope until the two labs are in position. We're currently running at 3 times speed. Let's speed things up a little bit more. Okay, here we go. Right. This is about right. Surface, please. These will fire. They will travel 2/3 of the way. We'll fire without Slava. Once the Slava fires, we'll be engaging with the Tupolevs once they reach quarter of the way. Okay, let's pop up our ESM mast. Targeting radar's got to go up. Might as well pop the radar mast up. Okay, we're gonna do. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Off they go. Very, very cool. Look at that. So awesome. And once these reach 2/3, we match them. I believe the Echo can only target like 4 at a time, if I remember correctly, so that's why I'm only firing 4 at the moment. I think if I try and fire more, we can try. Like 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't think they're gonna fire. Okay, Mr. Slava, be ready. Once this reaches just inside the circle, we're gonna blast away. Let's get these ready. Salvos in 2s. Might as well launch all of them. Right, let's get these on station. Yep, they're fine. We can bring them in a little bit, I guess. Just put them on cruise. Or even loiter speed would be fine. Because yeah, these are traveling quite slowly. But they are going to be accurate because they're linked to the submarine. Alright, Mr. Slava can start firing. It's going to take him a while to get them all airborne anyway. So 2, 4, 6, 8. There they go. Very good. Right, once these reach a quarter of the way, the kitchens can fire. It is very cool watching these fire. Look at that, absolutely gorgeous. I'm not sure if they're all going where they should be, but it might be because they're command guided. So they're gonna link up and then they're gonna pick their own targets basically. So we'll hold on those. I don't know if I mistimed this. Possibly. These are traveling twice as fast as these are. These are currently like 50 nautical miles out. These are about, well, yeah, maybe a bit more than 100. Alright, let's just send these then. So we'll do 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. Brilliant. Up they go. 60,000 feet. See the stars. Very nice. I guess we are going to have like a second barrage coming in from the Echo. Like second salvo. If the first 4 get shot down. They are trying to intercept them already. So the kitchens, yeah, 2,160 knots. Very fast indeed. I may have mistimed this a little bit. Very difficult to run time attacks in this game. Interesting how these flights work. You can kind of give them a rough target, but you can only link the main one. And one of the SSN-3s did get intercepted. New one has been launched. Did actually lose track. What if you can like purposefully missile dodge with these by changing their target? That'd be kind of interesting. Right, we got more coming in behind. I'm really hoping the kitchens catch up with the SSN-12s at least. So far, most of the enemy missiles have missed. We might actually get through. Oh, that would have been exceptional if that had managed to break through that. Right, more defensive missiles being fired, probably towards the SSN-12s now. Seems like in terms of distance, maybe I was already in the right position to time attack this. If I'd just sent them all at the same time, probably would have been perfect. A little bit of overthinking. Although I say that, kitchens are catching up. Whilst they're dealing with the second wave of the SSN-12s. Work out what these are actually tracking. Are they all going for the same target now? Like they might be. That poor Belknap gonna go up in smoke. Okay, they split. Nice, good. Good. They did split well. Super target. Very close. Alrighty, here it goes. Will the Sprint save itself? Nope, Sprint's down. Belknap, down. Lay, down. And finally, the Oliver Hazard Perry, I assume it is. Down! Oh my, that was a strike. Wow. We didn't even need the kitchens. Insane. Oh, wow. They slipped right through the cracks. Honestly, I think the Echo used up like a lot of their reloads, and then we just slipped straight through with those from the other side. Insane. Alright, HQ assesses that all US vessels are destroyed. Excellent work. Fall back to friendly waters and await further instructions. We are planning follow-on operations on Atu Island. Wow. I have never seen a missile strike hit so well. Usually, like, at least, you know, half of those are going to get shot down. Maybe all of them in that situation, especially into Belknap and LA. Those things are pretty good at shooting down it. Sort of missiles, generally speaking. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Alrighty. Well, we'll take it. Alright, Soviets respond in kind. Imperialist aggression. Aggressive imperialist vessels menace our ships, often passing close to examine us. The situation in the North Atlantic has continued. And we'll be going for Mind the Gap next, which is the follow-on mission. Alrighty, well, we'll take another look at this next time around, but that was really awesome. Honestly, I cannot stress how well that missile strike went for that one Slava. That was incredible. Alright, well anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next mission. Goodbye.